Hello and welcome. Now in this video what we are going to do is we are going to get started going through some of the basic settings. Now in order to get started you are going to want to put in your admin and your admin password. And once you do that you can click remember me, or you don't have to. You just click sign in at that point. Once you do that you will be brought to the dashboard. Now one of the first things you'll want to do is to edit the settings, and you'll just go to the navigation bar, go to the settings button, and what you're going to put into the settings area is obviously you want to put your admin email address. You want to put a password in there. Now the redirect on login. Now what that means is that as soon as a person logs in you want them to be taken to a certain screen. You want to specify that URL. The same thing is going to be true when a person logs out. You want them to be sent to a certain page. You can actually dictate that by putting this URL in here. Now obviously one of the applications on these pages that you can actually do with these is that you can put offers on these pages. So anything that you want people to see when they log in, you can actually put an offer on that page. Anything you want them to see when they log out, you can put an offer on that page. The same thing is going to be true when they register. So as soon as they register for the first time, you want them to be sent to a certain page. You're going to put that URL into the settings area. Now the reset password, the page, you want to leave that the way it is. This is going to be relative to where your site is going to be set up. You then want to put in a maximum number of IP addresses, and what that does is this keeps people from sharing their login information. So once you've done that, you want to click the save button, and then your settings will be ready to go. Now you'll notice that I am back at the dashboard, and what you'll want to do now is you'll want to click the add a code button. And you are going to enter a code, and this code will actually dictate how many times a person is going to be able to use their code in order to create a login address. So you'll want to start by just putting in a random number. And then what you want to do is you want to tell the system how many times a person can use their code. And this will actually apply to all of the people that are going to be part of the membership. So if you say 2, that means then that people can use this code twice in order to create a registration. And this again limits the amount of people that can actually abuse the system. If you want to put an expiration date in there, you can. You don't have to. So once you've done that, you can just click save. Now the time may come when you have members that you might need to eject from the membership, and that's pretty easy inside of the system. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the navigation bar, you're going to go to the users area, and you're going to see that person's email address. And all you'll need to do in order to ban that individual is you'll then want to just go to this button. You'll click the button, and then that person will then be banned. So let's see what happens now when that person tries to log in. Okay, we are now at the login screen, and we're just going to click the sign in button. And you'll notice then that this user is then given this message: you are not authorized to enter into the members area. So now let's see what happens if we unban this person, if they can then get in. So we come back to the dashboard. We'll just go back to the ban area, and we'll click that button, and then you'll notice now that that person is now active. So we should be able to now go back to the same place and actually have that user be able now to log in. So we're now back at the admin screen. We're just going to type in a login and password, and then we're going to click sign in. And now this person has access to the members area. Now because every membership is different, you might find that the code is a little too restrictive. You might find that a person needs to do more than 2 registrations or more than 1 registration, or whatever the number is that you set. And so what you're going to need to do then is to go back to the code area, and you're going to find that in the navigation bar. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find the code, and then you're going to edit it. So you're going to change this now from 2 to 5, or however many that you want to put there. Then click save, and this now means that a person can use this code 5 times to create 5 different registrations. Now in other cases you might need to add someone to a membership manually, and the way that you do that is you're going to go to the users area, And what you're going to do then is you're going to just go to add a user. So to do this, you just go and click add a user. So before we do that, we're going to delete this user because again, it's just as simple as adding one. So we're going to delete this one. And then we're going to add that same user right back. So we're going to go and click add a user. And then we're going to put this person's name in and we're going to put their email address in. And you'll notice now that this person's name has been added to the database. And so now that's it now for the basic settings video. So if you need a visual idea of what we're talking about with respect to any of these videos, you can actually go back and watch the demo video, and in combination with the one you're watching right now, it should make perfect sense. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I'll see you in another video.